are prepared to break the silence. I'll be out in the sunshine, running beside the lions. I've been feeling down.
Hello, welcome back to WINFXTRADING YouTube channel, the only channel that has been optimized to make you rich trading the forex synthetic market. If this is your first time of visiting this YouTube channel, do your best to subscribe and turn on the bell notification so you get notified each time I upload a new content. Try to like and refer this channel to your network so that YouTube pushes to a higher level of audience. Okay. I don't actually create content anymore. I look at what some traders or all the traders are passing through, and I go ahead and make long-term research and bring out the solution. Right here, the topic is unity, lot size, equity comparison, entry technique in forex synthetic trading. Okay, so I'm gonna give a little bit explanation about this, and I'm gonna go to MT5 for practical application of this. Okay, what does this trading mean? Okay, you see, when you place trade, you hardly use big lot sizes because you base your trade on wrong entries, and these wrong entries came as a result of lateness in analysis. When you analyze the market too late that you miss the entry. Another reason is fear and greed. You are afraid to miss an entry, and so you are not sure if your entry is right, and so you reduce your lot size. Or lack of formula to calculate the actual lot size to be used given a particular amount of dollar risk. Okay. Another reason could be that you are not smart enough to catch the big move in time. Another reason is expecting massive drawdown, and so you don't want to lose, and so you have to reduce your lot size. The only way you can make money and become wealthy and rich trading is by using big lot sizes. It's not by using small lot sizes. In this scenario, it actually means that you are not basing your entries, you are not basing your open position and running trade, you are not basing it on risk, like on percentage risk. You are basing it on your ability to make sure you use at least one lot size, meaning that you have to use your lot size should be in order of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 to infinity. Okay. Why are you using big lot size? You are using big lot size because you are sure that you are not going to lose. If you are sure that you are not going to lose a trade, you will definitely use an infinite lot size. So long your account will accommodate it, and any drawdown that will happen will not blow your account, will not lose all your money. Okay, and so this is what this video is going to talk about. Okay, let your lot size be subject. Okay, let your lot size be subject to entry price than risk level, than what percentage risk level. Some person will say, I'm gonna risk 10%, I'm gonna risk 20%, I'm gonna risk 5% of my equity. If you are basing like that, it will just be a control of your lot size. It will just tell what lot size you are going to use, and in most cases you might end up using very small lot size. Okay, there are formula for calculating lot size. If you don't know that formula, you are going to lose more money ever, or you are going to be trading but you are not going to trade with the right lot size. So for you to have access to that lot size, you must be a verified subscriber in our Telegram, meaning that you have to join our VIP Telegram channels for you to have access to that formula. Basically, the formula is pinned in our VIP Telegram channels. Okay, and that's cool. The formula contains about 4 variables. Percentage risk level is there, stop loss pip is there, pip value is there, and equity is there. Okay, so it's about at least 4 parameters you need to have this that know how to combine them mathematically so that they can produce the actual lot size. And right here, I'm gonna read this thing again. Let your lot size be subject to entry price than risk percentage level or than percentage risk level. This is percentage risk level. Actually help trader. This actually help trader. This actually help traders to use big lot sizes that are at least standard loss. So standard loss means one lot size, okay? But we use the word at least, meaning that it's not necessarily just one lot size. With the idea, you can use 2 lot size, 3 lot size to infinity. Now, how do we? So what are we controlling? What are we going to solve here? We are trying to solve drawdown. When I eliminate drawdown, when I enter the market in such a way that the error, percentage error and drawdown is basically 0. If the error, your entry error is 0, there are different types of entry errors. But if your entry error is 0, no matter, like if statistically all the entry errors are 0 and the drawdown is approximately approaching 0, definitely it will make you to use big lot size without fear. Okay, you will use 1 lot size at least. Worst come to worst, you can use 1 lot size. Now let me go to MT5 and talk about this more. Okay, right now this is that USD. You see, if you say you want to risk 5%, you say you have $100, you want to risk 5% of your $100, that means you want to risk $5, and you want to take a buy on this market. Now, if you take a buy, let's say somewhere here, let's assume you take a buy somewhere here. You took a buy somewhere here in this junction, in this support zone. Then when you take that buy and you just want to risk 5% of your equity, when you already know that for sure this market must reach here, you will know that you are going to only risk that 5%, which is $5, and the lot size you are going to use is not up to 1 lot. The truth is that we want to use 1 lot for every trade. We want to make sure that at least we use 1 lot size, depending on the type of asset, or we at least use standard lot size. Like some asset, their standard lot size is not necessarily 1. Okay, it's not necessarily 1. Okay, but what that standard lot size means is like the highest lot size that you can, that when you divide it by some factor, you can get other lower lot sizes. So for forex markets, 1 lot size is a standard lot, but for synthetic indices, 1 lot size may not necessarily be a standard lot. Check, for instance, volatility 50 index. For instance, if you open volatility 50 index, if you trade 1 lot on volatility 50 index, you will not be accepted to use it. Okay, but you can be accepted to use 4 lot size. Okay, but if you use a factor, any factor at all, like 2, and divide 4 by 2, the result, the quotient or the result of the division is 2. You can never use that 2 to trade. They will not allow you to trade 2 lot size. Now, we cannot say that the standard loss is supposed to be something more than 4, and when we deploy a factor to divide it, we can be able to trade it. And so we can take a number like 10. Now when we take a number like 10, we can basically divide 10 by 2 to get 5, and we can still trade 5. So that could be other definition of what it means to have a standard lot size. But for forex market, standard lot is 1, and for synthetic market it could be 1,
or anything that when you divide it by a given factor, you can still trade it, or the broker will still accept it. Okay, so the aim is to use big lot size, okay, or standard lot size, big, at least standard or big lot size. Okay, now this definition, we are not going to use this definition. This is not what I mean. When I say standard, I actually mean unity. So a unity lot size is a standard lot size on my own terminology in the financial market, right? So based on WFS terminology, in the financial market. So right here, you have to understand that standard means a very big lot size that you can ever use without blowing your account. So what is a standard lot size? A standard lot size is an infinite, like is a very large lot size, larger than any other lot size within the vicinity, such that when you use it to open a trade, it will not blow your account. Okay, but for this definition to work, the entry must have a zero drawdown, the entry must have a zero error, and then we cannot say that we are trading under standard conditions. Okay, here, when the entry have zero error and zero drawdown, we are not trading under a standard condition, and the lot size we shall be using is not standard lot size. Whether you calculate it with a formula or not, you definitely want to use a very big lot size, because with a simple formula that tells you that profit is equals to the number of PIP, the number of PIP times the lot size. Okay, so if the drawdown is approaching zero and the error will approach zero, you definitely know that it is hard to realize such condition. But we can get an approximation. We can actually practically get some good conditions, and then we can say the market is going to draw down by 5 pips. Let's assume that this is 𝑧/USD, so the market is going to draw down by just 5 pips. Okay, so if we use that 5 pip means 0.5 points on good scale, right? So 0.5, which is 5 pip, when you multiply it by 10 based on the good pip calculation, you see that 5 pip, when you use one lot size on it, if it draws down, you are only going to be down by $50, right? But on a $100 account, you discover that you can actually use more than one lot size, because you know that the practical drawdown, the idealistic drawdown is 0, and then practical drawdown is just 5 pips, and then you see that you can actually use 1.5 lot size. So you are not trading at a standard level, because we have an idealistic 0 drawdown and 0 error, but there are practical drawdown that must exist for you to place a trade. Even the spread is a drawdown. Okay, so the thing is trying to tell you to try as much as you can to make the practical errors and practical drawdown to approximately become equal to the idealistic 0 drawdown and the idealistic 0 error. Okay, so right now I'm going to open 𝑧/USD. As I was saying before, today is Saturday and the forex market is closed, so the price is not changing. The price is stationary, so the rate of change of price with time is 0, and so that's why the price is not moving. So take, for instance, you want to enter this trade, you want to enter a buy on this support. Definitely you want to buy on the support. Now you believe that if you enter this market, because this idea is actually based on belief, but not just belief, it's based on belief and certainty. Okay, when you believe that this market is going to have practical zero drawdown and error, you enter this market here. Even if any amount of money you have, even if you have $50, you can basically trade with one lot size here. You can basically trade with a standard lot size, of which one lot size is part of it. You can trade it with two lot size because it will not draw, it will just grow your account. It will just go in your favor, and instead of blowing your account, it will skyrocket your account to infinity. Okay, that is the idea of this topic. Okay, so when you have this idea in your mind, you don't want to play with your entry. You don't want to just trade anyhow. No reasonable person will come and buy gold at this price. Okay, it doesn't make sense. But somebody who is reasonable can buy gold if it tap into this level. Okay, somebody who is reasonable can also buy gold on this support here. Okay, so when you are taking trade and you are sure that this market have zero drawdowns and error in a practical scale, like practically means not something you believe or assume, but it happened as he said it. Okay, you have to trade with any biggest lot size available, and that is the standard trading condition. You have to trade with any biggest lot size allowed, especially if you are using unlimited leverage. This thing become more powerful and wealth driven, because you are trading when there are no error and when there are no drawdown, and so you can use any lot size you want to use. Any big lot size, you can use big lot size, you can go full margin, and that's cool. Thank you. Make sure you keep following up. Make sure you keep following up. But it seems that if I didn't touch some synthetic markets, maybe I have not said something reasonable here, but like I've not completed the purpose of this video. So let's touch synthetic, then I will conclude. So let's open cash 1000. Let's open cash 1000. Okay, let's assume you have $100 account, and then you believe that, I say it's not just belief, you need to do your price action analysis, and you want to get entry that have zero drawdown and zero error. Okay, many things can make market have drawdown and have measurable errors, and these errors and drawdown will make you to blow your account if you are trading, in most cases when you are trading at standard levels. But if you are trading with proper risk management or conservative risk management, you may not blow your account. But the aim is to be aggressive and trade at standard level, right? So if you believe that this market, because of this rejection, if price tap here, the market will fly and come and grab liquidity here. Okay, you have no option than to find any highest lot size you can ever use and risk your $100. So if you were allowed to use something like 10 lot size, your $100 must have become, at this price, must have become over $2,000. Okay, assuming that this is the only position you open. But in most cases, as markets keep breaking level and growing in profit, some trader will add more position, and that is cool, so long those positions you are adding will also have zero drawdown and zero errors. You can actually add them. So the hard work is, how do we optimize our entry to have zero errors and zero drawdown? So that is the biggest part of this idea, and that is where you need to enroll for courses for technical analysis and for other type of analysis, so that you'll be able to get zero drawdown, zero error entries in the forex synthetic market. You have to actually trade our VIP signals in real time, copy and paste our trade, and make money with us. Thank you and bye for now.
If you're prepared to break the silence,